Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another speed build, and this time around we are doing a retail store, which is not something I do fairly often, so this was a little bit different for me. I got the idea to do a bridal shop, but then I was thinking I don't really want to do a bridal shop because then it's just strictly for the ladies. So I went through and I did a wedding shop, I guess you could say. That way it has, everything from tuxedos to flowers to flower girl dresses to little boy tuxedos, stuff like that. And I'm not really huge into commercial buildings, so I did it kind of more Tudor styled in Windenburg. That way it has a little bit of like an old school feel, and it was still a little bit more in my comfort zone. But once this is over, if you do decide that you like it and you do want to download it, it is up on the gallery. Gallery being MandyAlwaysSims. Shocking, I know, right? But I will say it is labeled as modded, which it is not. It is just because I put custom photos in it because I wanted to have more like a, you know me and my customization and the pictures and everything. But I wanted to have like actual bridal photos on the wall, like couples, men in tuxedos, the ladies in the dresses. I wanted to have all those stereotypes. It's, when you walk into a hair salon, you have all these pictures of people with all their hair done and like the messy curls and the shaggy hair, stuff like that. So that's why it's listed as modded. Other thing it's listed as, it has a couple extra packs on it, which I did not use. And then when you actually look and see what I used in it, it comes up with hairs, which obviously there's nobody in here. It's a retail store. So I don't know why it came up like that, but I really only did use base game, get to work, movie hangout because of the curtains, and obviously get together because we're in Windenburg. Those are the only packs that I did use. And if you can't remember that, that's fine. I actually left a comment on the build itself on the gallery just so it reiterated the only packs I used. And to be honest, as far as the movie hangout goes, I really only use that for the curtains and the coffee table. So if you don't have that, it's really not that big of a deal. It's nothing too crazy that you're going to be missing. So that's all stuff that's easily replaced. Anyway, I wanted to make a little section where, when you try on your dresses and you have 8,000 mirrors all around you for you to look at, all that natural lighting, make sure you like the dress. And that's usually where the person comes and takes your measurements and everything. So I wanted to put in a little bit of a platform just to give you that feel. Obviously, in The Sims, that's not how this works, but I wanted to have the atmosphere. That's technically what it was supposed to be. So that's really what this little section is for, which you will see in the screenshots at the end, kind of the idea that I had behind it. Then, of course, we're going to have all the seating around it. So, when you bring anybody to try your dresses on, usually like your bridal party or your in-laws, your parents, siblings, anything like that, they'll have a place to sit. Again, not how it works in The Sims, but I'm thinking technicalities here. And then here are the mannequins, so we can, actually have options to try on, because that is how it works in The Sims. They stay in front of the mannequin, they do a little spin, and then they try on what they are looking at. So those are your options there. I did put a little cake thing, like a little sweet treats, Katy Perry sweet treats, K. Like a little refrigerator thing. That way, if you wanted to add cakes or cupcakes, cookies, anything like that, you can. It's not stocked with them, so that's up to y'all. But I kind of thought the idea behind it was kind of cute. Now, don't get me wrong. I realize realistically, when you stroll into a bridal shop or a wedding shop, whatever, it is strictly just outfits. But, I mean, I had a lot of space to fill up. So if it comes with adding these little random things, we're going to add these little random things. I've also never been married, so I don't even know if they do have those little one-stop shops. That's pretty convenient if you ask me. That way you don't need to hire a planner and have to go to 8,000 different areas. But Who am I? So we decided to go for a little gray moment here when it comes to the paint on the walls, just because I did try it out with white first and it was just too much, way too much white. So the gray kind of offset that a little bit. And now we're working on our seating area just because, you know, your bridal consultant's taking a little bit longer with another client, anything like that. You have time to wait. Again, not how it works in The Sims, but the exterior that I looked up was actually a house and it came with a chimney and it just didn't look right without the chimney, so I added the chimney and that is how we ended up with a fireplace. How many times can I say chimney in one sentence? So as far as coffee tables go, the one I ended up going with, I didn't even realize existed. I think it's so cute. I think it's so classy. It's that one right there. I really love the mirror on the top of it. But because it's movie hangout, I never pulled it out just because the default swatch on the little icon is an obnoxious color, which never fit in with my color schemes. So I've never actually looked at it. And here we did decide to get rid of the second cake case. Say that 3 times fast. And add the boy mannequins. That way we're next to the button-down shirts. So works out there. And I kind of wanted to have a bride and groom mannequin together. Not just the flower girl and a bride or a groom or a groomsman and a ring bearer or anything like that. Another interesting thing that I did add here is all this clutter. Now, in The Sims, you don't have the option of jewelry or watches or anything on those lines, so I figured let's do like perfume and cologne or like a body wash and nail polish, centerpieces. That way, again, one-stop shop. I will say, I always did enjoy the retail aspect of this game. I can honestly say I never take my Sims to a retail stop, but I like to own them and I like to sell the stuff in it. Like I like making bakeries. I've done an ice cream shop. I've done a bookstore. I've done an art gallery. I really do like having them run it. The only thing I don't like is it's so time consuming when it comes to the stuff you want to sell, because I find it cheaper to just remake something opposed to going through the restock option. And the other thing I don't like is the employees, because the employees are useless. I don't even bother with employees. I just have my entire household just come run the place, because no matter how much training I send them to, they never do anything I want them to. So here I am adding in my customized photos. I think that man is so attractive, you know, some pixel thirst right there. So I like adding him, and I really do like that pose. I think that pose is so sultry and sexy that he's doing. And the couple above the fireplace you might have recognized. It is Octavia Moon and Bailey Thorn. Thorn Bailey. Bailey Thorn. Thorn Bailey! There's a little bit of clipping with the curtains once we add the frame to that photo, which you'll see in the screenshots. It doesn't bother me in gameplay. If it bothers you, feel free to change it. I just didn't want to shrink the picture because I think out of all of them, that should be the most important, because that's the one with the well-known people, though, you know, the well-known celebrities. And the other pictures are just random models that I made. So if any of the photos deserve to be sized up, it's gonna be the one with the Bailey Moon family. And yes, I did do a seating area outside. Not really any rhyme or reason to that, and I did forget to add columns to hold up that roof, so feel free to edit that as well. But it looks like we did hit the screenshots, and that's what that platform is used for. But I'm gonna get going. If you made it this far, you might as well hit the subscribe button. Again, the build is on the gallery. It is listed as modded. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!